All right, everybody, welcome. Thank you so much for joining me today. This is a BeWell information session for the 2021-2022 program year. For those of you that don't know me, my name is Mariah Bruner. I serve as wellness coordinator here at UCA, completely dedicated 100% to faculty and staff. The game plan for this session, it'll be quick. I'm going to share a few slides. That will be just a short part of the beginning of the presentation. And then I'm just going to open it up for questions, Q&A. So if you've got questions, we can run through those in real time. I can share my screen and show you the portal. We'll do a few different things. So we're going to kick it off again with just some slides. At the end, I'll share information for how to get your 5 lifestyle reward points for today as well. So hang in there for that. And then just a reminder, the chat is there. If you need it, don't be shy. I may not stop during my slides, but I will get to those when we get to that Q&A portion. All right, so just an overview of BeWell. I always try to make sure that everybody understands what we are and what we do. So BeWell is the employee wellness program for faculty and staff here at UCA. We offer wellness and financial incentives for employees that are currently enrolled in UCA's health insurance. And then I always point out, we would love for you to participate. We hope that everybody that is eligible will, but it is voluntary. It is not required. And a little bit about why we do what we do. It all comes back to our mission of why we're here to serve students. So we believe that healthy and happy employees drive student learning and success. And so my job is to link our employees with resources and then also offer the incentives to encourage our faculty and staff to lead a healthy lifestyle. Sorry, I was looking at my waiting room here. There we go. Personal and organizational benefits, there are plenty of them. And we offer this program for a variety of reasons: to reduce health risk factors and absenteeism, to increase healthy behaviors and productivity. And then ultimately, we want to be good stewards of our financial resources. So, and this goes both ways for UCA and for enrolled participants in our health plan. So we want to lower those healthcare costs. We want to, as individuals, we want to invest in our health and make sure that we're taking care of ourselves. At UCA, we want to be looking ahead and mitigating any potential risks down the pipeline and looking at those high cost claims. So in the end, it works for everybody because it helps to contain increases in our premium structures. And in terms of resources, we've got plenty of those. Would love for you to visit our website, uca.edu/BeWell/resources. We've got wellness webinars similar to this format. We've got health coaching. I can link you to wonderful free nutrition counseling resources here on campus. A big shout out to our friends at the Hyper Center. Faculty and staff have free access to all their amenities. And then we also offer weight management and diabetes education programming. And to keep up with everything, I'm starting to share this around because I think it's important for people to know sort of how to know what's going on. I do send emails, but you can also check our calendar, uca.edu/BeWell. We have a calendar tab, or we're all on Google Calendar anyway, probably. And so if you just search UCA BeWell, 2 words, will pop up, and then you can just turn it on and off as you want. You don't have to keep it on all the time. So that's a little handy tip for you. And want to make sure everybody knows of this resource, the employee assistance program, confidential short-term counseling, mental health support for all of our benefits eligible employees and their spouses and dependents. There's no cost to you or your family members for utilizing this service. You can have an in-person visit here in Conway or in Little Rock. They're also very flexible. They'll do phone or telehealth visits for you. And again, all the information is available on the BeWell website. And then some of the fun stuff, the financial incentives. Again, a reminder for those that are enrolled in health insurance have access to qualify for these incentives. Broad overview, we offer a health insurance premium discount for the next calendar year of $20 a month or $40 a month off. And then the opportunity to earn up to $100 in Bear Bucks loaded to your Bear card. A little bit more about the insurance discount. There's 2 components: the biometric screening and the health risk assessment survey. Doing those 2 components and completing those before the October 31st deadline will earn you the 2023 insurance discount. I know the dates get really confusing, y'all. So if you ever have questions, you can always reach out. We'll answer questions today. But basically, we do the work ahead of time to earn the following year's discount. So hopefully that helps clarify. And again, 10/31 is always our deadline. Halloween, hopefully that helps you remember. You can get it on the calendar now, so you can start planning ahead for that. And then just a couple more details about on-site screenings. We offer on-site screenings every year. We don't want to make this hard to participate in. We want to make it as easy as possible, very convenient. So on-site screenings will always be offered. They will be May through August. I will share all the details out to eligible employees in the spring. I'll make sure you have access to all the information you need. There's no cost. I should mention that this does not count against your annual well visit with your own doctor. Anybody that's on UCA's health insurance gets one preventative wellness visit every year, covered at 100%, also called a physical. This does not take the place of that. You can actually do both. So hopefully that helps clarify as well. I do get that question sometimes during our screening season. So you can still visit with your doctor. In fact, we hope that if you do the on-site screening, that you'll take those results and share them with your physician and come up with a plan for your wellness. If you're doing the on-site screenings, appointments are real quick. They're about 15 minutes, confidential. Of course, the clinics, just like any other medical clinic, they abide by HIPAA. They will not share your information with your supervisor or any of your colleagues. That is all kept private. And let's see, there we go. The other option, if you don't want to screen on site, some people don't want to, you can screen with your own primary care provider. You do have a form that you need to take with you and provide that to your provider when you go for that, again, for that wellness visit. And that form is available on our website. It's available on the Health Check 360 portal, which I'll talk about here in a moment. And then if you just can't seem to find it, that's okay. Just give me an email or call me and we'll get you connected. I can even mail you a copy if you need one. So that was all about the premium incentive. Now we're switching gears and talking about the bear bucks. Some people think you have to do both to earn the insurance discount. You do not. So bear bucks, if you want to, you can log healthy habits and activities on My Health Check 360, which is our wellness portal. You can accumulate points to earn the bear bucks that you want to achieve. The top reward is $100. Bear bucks are always loaded in early December if you've met those thresholds. And again, you want to make sure that everything is completed and logged by that October 31st deadline. And I'm actually going to share in the chat, and I do see there's a question, I will get to those. I'm going to share a file in the chat right now. It's our UCA Wellness Program Guide for the 21-22 program year. That has what I call our menu of all the different things that qualify to earn bear bucks. It's on pages 9 through 11. We offer quite a variety of ways to earn points. We don't make it hard. We want people to participate, and it encourages you to get those screenings done and rewards you for many things that you're already doing, like hiking or volunteering or those types of things. So to participate in our wellness incentives, you do need an account on My Health Check 360. Our website explains how to do that, and I'll show that here in just a moment. This is our wellness portal. So again, this is kind of a way that we keep your information separate from work. I don't see your health scores. I don't see your health conditions, anything like that. It's all kept through this third-party vendor. They are HIPAA compliant. Everything's encrypted. It's very confidential. And then we also offer the option to download the free mobile app. So you can download the My Health Check 360 app on Google Play or the App Store. I don't know if I mentioned this, it's free, and it makes it really easy to participate, especially that lifestyle rewards component. If you're doing something like this, you can just snap a photo, load it up and get your points. So this is what I always say, if you're ready to go, a great first step, if you're enrolled in health insurance, you're ready to get started, you can visit our website. We've got a step-by-step process listed there. So I'm actually going to stop sharing my screen, and I'm going to share our website for just a second and show you kind of how to navigate that. Let me see here. Okay. Nope, hold on. I haven't done this in a while. There we go. One more time. Okay, hopefully y'all can see my screen. And here is the UCA BeWell website. So uca.edu/BeWell. This just gives an overview. This is our landing page. The BeWell program overview goes through all the details I just mentioned. It's got a link to our wellness program guide, which is the same thing that I posted in the chat. Talks to you about creating your account, and then details about both of the incentive options, the premium discount. I'm trying not to scroll too fast so you don't get dizzy. Bear Bucks incentive. And then there's a lot of stuff on our website. So I do hope you'll check it out. We've got frequently asked questions about biometric screenings. We've got the calendar that I referred to. We have all the details about our wellness challenges. We've also got this resources tab, super, super handy. If you ever want to go back and watch any of our recorded webinars through BeWell or the Health Check 360 webinars, I've got it linked here. We offer more information about our health coaching, which you can also access through the My Health Check 360 portal, but I added it here just for another way to access it. Information about our condition management programs, our resource groups, and then various fitness, nutrition, mental health, sort of general wellness resources are all listed here. I don't just like throw these up there. I try to curate just a really good set of resources that I think are particularly helpful and relevant to our population. So I hope you'll check that out. Okay, let me think what I want to do next. I think that I would like to go to the chat. I'm going to see what questions have come in. Let's see. Okay, here, I'm going to stop share for a minute so I can see everybody because I'm on a laptop. So the first question we had come in was, is the annual physical exam with a physician once a year from January 1st to December 31st? Okay, that's a good question. So the BeWell year is slightly different from our insurance year. And that's why I said it does get confusing about the dates. So you are eligible for a annual well visit, what we call physical, once a year, covered at 100% if you're on the UC insurance, and that's a calendar year benefit. In order for it to qualify for the biometric screening for BeWell, you've got to make sure it falls between November 1st and October 31st of each year. So that's, again, that's a little confusing, but for your purposes, as long as you get it in before that October 31 deadline, you're good. One of the most common questions I get is, say you waited until October 28th one year to get your physical. People have told me like they worry that every year their 365 days, their practice is saying, oh, you've got to wait on, that 365 days. Again, that is not, that does not apply to our employee population. Our insurance year is a calendar year benefit. And so the biggest hurdle you're going to have is to try and convince your provider's office to allow you to schedule, because a lot of other insurances don't operate like that. They are on a rolling 365 calendar. But again, it doesn't matter if you got it on October 28th and next year you're like, you know what, I'm going to take care of that in September just to get ahead. That's fine. You'll be good. Okay, let me see what else. Okay, Sandy, excellent point. She said the $100 in Bear Bucks, is it taxed? Yes, and I'm sorry I didn't mention that. So yes, the Bear Bucks are taxed. They are considered cash equivalent by the IRS. That's not my rule, unfortunately. That's just tax code. And so yes, those are run through payroll and they are taxed as income. So you have the opportunity to participate, but at the end of the year, if you decide, you know what, I got my points, but I really don't want that $100 to go onto my paycheck and get taxed, that's fine. I will give you an opportunity to opt out, or you can just go ahead and email me and let me know that, and I'll make a note. Ashley said, thanks for adding in more hiking points. You are welcome. Yes, we had up to 3 submissions last year for hiking, and we increased that to 6 this year. So yes, I'm glad you saw that. Okay, and then someone said, can you tell me one more time how to add the BeWell calendar to the Google Calendar? Yeah, so there's a couple of options. There's 2 ways to do it. Let me share my screen and show you. So If you go to our website, uca.edu/BeWell, and if you go to the calendar, I'm going to scroll up a little bit to the calendar tab. One way to do it is you scroll to the bottom. Let me close my windows real quick so I can see what I'm doing. Okay, hopefully everybody can see this. On the bottom right-hand side, there's this little plus sign, and it says add to Google Calendar. That's one way to do it. The other way would be to go to your own calendar, and there's a little search bar that says meet with, and then you can type in someone's name or a proxy email, and you're just typing in UCA BeWell, 2 words, and that should bring it up for you. It's a great question. Okay, got it. All right. Okay, my plan was to show you the portal, but unless there's a specific question, I don't necessarily need to do that. Does anybody else have any questions? And you can unmute. That is totally fine with me. It's a fairly small group today, so that'll be fine, or just put your questions in the chat. And if there's not anything, that's okay too.
I have a question. It's Julia Robinson.
Hey, Julia.
Sorry, I'm eating, so I took my picture off.
That's okay. I know.
I really do like the mindfulness sessions that they offer at noon. Would there ever be a way that, or a chance that they would change that time? Maybe fluctuate the time sometimes? Just wondering.
Yeah, that's good feedback. Yeah, so far it's kind of come down to when the facilitator is available. He's a graduate student, so we have to work around his schedule. Is there a time that you feel like would work better for people in your area?
I don't know. Sometimes maybe I know a lot of people use X period, but that doesn't always work for everybody. But I just wondered if maybe once a month it would be at a different time. So
yeah,
our office tends to be busy at noon with students.
Yes.
So I was just wondering.
Yeah, that's really good feedback. Yeah, I'll make a note. I haven't looked at spring. I know that's crazy, right? I'm a little last minute, I guess, but I'm just starting to look at my programming for the spring. With COVID, it's so hard for me to plan more than a few months in advance at a time. But I'm writing that down. I think that would be good if he's available and willing to move that around. I've also thought about maybe doing something a little bit different with mindfulness, but maybe in a different way. And so I've got a lot of ideas swirling, but that's excellent feedback. Yeah, we want to spread the love. And I know Mondays at noon can be hard. Okay. Anybody else? All right, I'm going to share my slides again because I want to make sure you all can get your points for today. Hold on. There we go. There's always that awkward, very awkward pause. Okay, so again, just a reminder, I'm always here for questions. You are not bugging me, no matter how many times you think you've asked it. It's okay. I know it's a lot to take in, especially if you're just learning the program. So this is my contact information. Oh, I have a good question in the chat. Ashley, thank you for asking. Do you know what all the nutrition counseling sessions include? Okay, let's talk nutrition counseling before we wrap this up because we have the time and I think this is a great resource to highlight. So there's 2 options on campus. The first option is to meet with the Aramark registered dietitian nutritionist. His name is Ethan Baldridge. His services are free to faculty, staff, and students. He'll meet with you on things like meal planning, sort of navigating a food intolerance or a food allergy, helping you work on your wellness goals related to food. So really any standard nutrition counseling question or issue he can work with you on. And he's very accessible. His office is on the back side of Christian Cafeteria, kind of by the side or the corner near the Hyper. So easy to access. And I believe he will do virtual visits as well, and you can book online and all that. And I think, Nico, that's a good question. What are his hours? I'm not sure when he schedules appointments, but again, I can connect you with that resource here just in a moment. I'll put a link in the chat. It's on our resources page, and there's information for him there. The other option, which is new, but a wonderful option is the Interprofessional Teaching Center. It's in the Integrated Health Sciences Building at 2200 Bruce Street. This semester, their services are completely free to employees and the general public. Any client, you do not need a referral, and it's the same thing. So registered dietitian, nutritionist, you can meet with them on whatever goals you're working on. If you have need for diabetic support and nutrition related to managing diabetes, they can do that. They can help you with meal planning or nutrition for weight management. Really, they run the spectrum. So that's another option. And that all of that is available on our resources tab. Just scroll down to nutrition and it's all right there. They'd be happy to meet with you. And then the plan is starting in January, they'll accept UCA's insurance. So that's in the works. So I will post a link to that in just a moment. I'll just finish out these slides so anybody that's ready to adjourn can do that. So here's what you need to do to get your points. I know you can see it, but I can't. There we go. So claiming 5 lifestyle rewards for this session, just take a screenshot or a photo of the slide. That'll work. We are not picky. If you're on the app, like I mentioned earlier, you can just take a quick photo and load it up that way. Just make sure you're using the BeWell Education Sessions category to get your 5 points. And please do not send it to me. Just load it right to your account. You'll get those 5 points. I'm gonna leave this up for just a moment. And I can still accept questions in the chat as well. But those of you that have gotten what you need for today, thank you so much for joining us. Have a great afternoon.